what better way to begin an episode than with a Chevrolet Corvette? As we move this week into the performance showcase, the turns become twistier and the speeds much faster. This is open road racing in its purest form, so prepare yourself for what is certain to be a wild ride. There is perhaps no American sports car so iconic as the Corvette. First conceived by General Motors in the early 1950s to compete with comparable European offerings, it would see countless evolutions and reimaginings to become the versatile titan of motoring that it is today. This 8th generation Stingray model, despite being an entry-level trim, still offers a sizable V8 engine cresting 500 horsepower. Truly, one of the great secrets to the Corvette's success is in its precision engineering. Weight distribution is kept at a ratio between 50-50 and 60-40 depending on model. The tires and suspension are configured for maximum grip in any road condition, making these corners a breeze to navigate. As we head into the final leg of the course, I feel it prudent to discuss this car's position within the American market. Despite this nation being one of the world's most car-centric, very few American supercars have existed. There have been the Dodge Viper and the Ford GT, yet General Motors has always tasked the Chevrolet Corvette with being both sports car and supercar. The Stingray's upper trim counterparts, from the Z06 to the ZR1, are even more powerful and are more than capable of punching well above their weight classes against the likes of Ferrari, Lamborghini, and even McLaren. With a near-perfect run in hand, we've clearly demonstrated the merits of American exceptionalism in motoring. Now it's time for something a bit different. Our next open road event has us rocking a Lamborghini Aventador. Not only that, but this race will have us ditch the rulebook entirely. Blink and you'll miss it. Yes, this race has us navigating through oncoming traffic. To those of you watching, never try this at home. Rest assured that Motorfest staff have taken all necessary precautions to keep things safe, all things considered. Making our way into Kaneohe with an early lead. Let's keep the momentum. We're holding the line so far, but what say we make ourselves a bit of a shortcut? Hang on tight. Ooh, close, and nailed it. But that's only the first part. And that is how it's done, people. Careful on those narrow bridges. This is where knowing your route and anticipating hazards is the key to success. More than that, the Aventador does a great job navigating each corner thanks to its all-wheel drive system and a firmly planted center of gravity. Another close call there. It would seem that a hypercar such as this one demands true fearlessness. Heading back onto the main highway, let's put that pedal down. Oh, that's not good. Ouch, that's gonna leave a mark. Get it back under control. Alright, finish line is up ahead. All things considered, that finish time may just be a record here on the channel. The Aventador is truly in a league of its own, yet we can take things even further. Kicking off the next event, Motorfest staff has handed over the keys to a Bugatti EB 110. This one is not going to be easy. Check out the rides of our opponents. A Nissan R390, two McLaren F1s, and I think I glimpsed a 911 GT1. This race is set to be a smorgasbord of pure 90s nostalgia. Just like I mentioned earlier, these corners are getting downright diabolical. Just how well is the EB 110 able to tackle them? I suppose we're bound to find out. Now, the EB 110 has a bit of a storied history. It was unveiled in the early 1990s to be the most advanced, most futuristic hypercar of the time. Its quad-turbo V12 engine gave it a top speed between 210 and 220 miles per hour. Ours, meanwhile, is tuned to be even faster than that, yet doing so comes at a noticeable cost in terms of handling. Oh, kinda like that. Yeah, that'll surely cost us a few seconds, and it seems our rivals are set to get the jump on us. It'll take all we have just to keep on top of them. Talk about a sneaky play. I refuse to let that slide. Speaking of costs, when it was new, the EB 110 retailed for nearly $350,000, which in today's money would set you back over $800,000. Unfortunately, a financial crisis in 1995 would cause the EB 110 to be discontinued. Less than 150 of these cars were ever built. Seems our opponents have gotten a bit agitated, and are not afraid to see one less EB 110 on the road. Perhaps they need to be taught a lesson. That's right, I'm not afraid to play dirty myself when it needs doing. Final stretch, and these 90s behemoths are not backing down. An extremely close race all the way to the end. Even as an AI, that one was a bit exhausting. So for our final race of the week, how about we slow things down? The Hoonigan racing team has lent us a custom-tuned Camaro Z28. How will this classic compare to its modern counterparts? Brace yourselves for the first jump. I'd say that was clean enough, and we are in the wind. So yes, it is another Camaro, but don't let that fool you. Whereas the other models we've seen have favored aggression, the Z28 was always more geared toward refinement. A muscle car for the everyday driver, it toned down the power just a little, while simultaneously increasing occupant comfort, safety, and dare I say, environmental friendliness. Granted, this custom edition as provided by Hoonigan adds a bit of flair to the original model. Custom paint and decals, a bit more power under the hood, yet it holds onto that classical refinement in all the right ways. Truly a centerpiece for this pleasant sunset drive. Let's just hope we can keep it under control. So far, so good. Handling nicely. Threading the needle as we make our way back onto the island. Would you know it? It's like we're just doing the Aventador race in reverse. And back into the main thoroughfare, making incredible time thus far. Let's bring this home. Final corner brings us to the conclusion of the performance showcase, but there remains to be many phenomenal motoring events on the next episode of the Crew Motorfest. Be sure to stay tuned.